95 WIIL Rock Daily Rewind.
Big, major, huge. Everyone's going to be talking about it.
Oh, more stamp news.
More stamp news.
Man.
This time, though, it doesn't have to do with the cost of stamps, which, by the way, came up in a conversation.
Just randomly?
That someone didn't even know about our whole inside joke on the price of stamps.
It's not a joke, Leah.
It's not.
Have you seen the price of stamps? Anyway.
It came up, though, and they couldn't believe how expensive stamps have gotten.
Yeah.
But the U.S. Postal Service, they made a big announcement.
What is it? Who's getting a stamp? Somebody's getting a stamp.
Somebody's getting a stamp
Who's
next
getting a
year.
Stamp?
Well, it's the one and only
What?
icon.
Weird Al Yankovic.
No, come on. You know it. You know who's getting their own stamp.
Britney Spears.
No. Oh, my gosh. If she got a stamp before this one, I'd be pissed.
Joe Exotic, the Tiger King.
No.
Not that bitch, Carol Baskins. I don't know who.
No, she's a television icon. In
Oprah.
7 decades
You
in her
get a
animal
stamp,
advocacy.
and you get a stamp, and you get a stamp.
No. It's Betty frickin' White. The one and only.
Betty White's getting a
Betty
stamp?
White's getting a stamp.
Oh, I've always wanted to lick the backside of Betty White. It'll be self-adhesive, won't it? Damn it. It's self-adhesive. I'm going to lick it anyway. Betty, I don't care if it's self-adhesive. I'm going to lick your backside. Hey,
Go
we were
fast.
just talking about go fast, eat. There you go. Now I'll be a 20%er. 20% of people have... All right. I'm looking forward to licking the Betty White backside. Tom, that's self-adhesive. I go, I don't care. This is a dream come true.
95 WIIL Rock Daily Rewind.
A new bar has been set for the most stressful crime that you could possibly commit, at least for me. A 28-year-old man from South Korea. He got arrested at an airport in Peru after trying to go through security. This makes my skin crawl. With 320 tarantulas strapped to his body. He also had 110 centipedes. Plus...
Okay.
Doesn't stop there. 9 bullet ants.
And a partridge up my ass. I mean, he was out of other places. He had to stick the partridge somewhere.
Yeah, where else? First of all, where are you putting 320 tarantulas?
I don't understand how they do. Like, are they in little vials or? I mean,
baggies, and then you tape them.
They can't be like you don't. They're out like loot. You don't just handcuff them to you or whatever. You know.
I don't know.
I guess they've got 8 legs. You've got plenty of places to put the cuffs.
Right.
But no, like I immediately skipped to the logistics of this. How is this even possible? Yeah.
Also,
I think you let him go just based on the effort he's put into it.
Sure.
And where's he going with them? And what do they need them? What do they want them for there?
So they think that he had poached them from the Amazon with plans to resell them overseas. He was heading back to South Korea.
Poach them from the Amazon. So he's just wandering around the Amazon forest.
One tarantula.
Here, tarantula. Here, tarantula. Here, boy. Come on. Get in the little bag. We're going for an airplane ride. Who wants to go for a ride? We'll go for a ride. Who wants to go for a ride? Who wants to go for a walk? A really fast walk with 8 legs. Now, where's that partridge to stick up my ass?
95 WIIL Rock Daily Rewind.
Yeah, so my dog, I call her Miss Peggy because she snores. Oh, my God, does she snore. So I'm in bed Saturday night.
This is about Ryan, isn't it?
It's Ryan, and her name is Jade. It's Jade and Ryan, and I wake up, and I can't tell which one of them it is. But I know I need to move one of them.
Who's Jade that's snoring within your earshot? Are you in a throuple now? And
the dog's name is Jade. Yes.
I didn't know. You named the dog Jade?
The dog already, it's 2.5 years old. Its name is Jade.
Dog Jade.
Jade with a Y.
Jade with a Y. Stripper spelling. With her saggy nipples. There's Leah's dog up on the pole with her saggy nipples trying to work for kibble. Hey, sweetie. Want to go in the back room? Give me some kibbles. Rub my belly. Who wants to go to the dog park?
You know what's funny?
Jade the stripper dog. Jade the nipply stripper dog. Okay.
She's an old lady.
So
She's got saggy nipples and she snores, and there's just...
Oh, my... And her name is Jade.
And her name is Jade with a Y. And I knew that one of them needed to be vacated out of the room. Well, I can't pick up Ryan, right?
Noted. So Jade is on the way out.
So Jade is the one that I am moving.
So you can deal with one snore, but not
I can't
two.
have it in. It was like in stereo.
Yeah,
I couldn't have that. So I picked Jade up and I was like, I'm putting her in Caden's room because Caden said that he doesn't mind. My 17-year-old,
well,
he does not
got
mind.
Nice nipples, right? Yeah, let's put it right here, Mom.
I don't think he's ever said that. He's asked if they're going to go back. Yeah. So I put Jade in his room, and later on Sunday morning, he asked me, like, oh, what happened last night? I said, your dad and the dog were both snoring, so you get the dog. And it just reminded me of when he was a baby and he would cry. And at first, it's cute, right? At first, you could deal with the baby crying in the middle of the night because you just love him so much. You can't wait to wake up in the middle of the night and take that baby and see the baby and feed the baby.
And
then now it's
payback's a bitch.
Payback's a bitch. Now you get what's keeping me up at night. Because he kept me up at night.
When he was a baby, they're allowed to do that.
Well, now you could listen to the dog snore.
This is good birth control. You and your girlfriend don't have sex, or you'll have a saggy nippled dog that will snore and keep you up at night. What, Mom? I don't think you know how reproduction works.
Just trust me on this.
No. All right. I
Maybe
thought
that's
you were
what
going to
it
pay
is.
Ryan back for this. No, you paid your child back.
I paid my child back.
All right.
But I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how long he's going to be. Because at first, it's cute, right?
Yeah,
Just like when you have a baby and it
Even
cries.
with the dog?
He's okay with it right now.
He's
He
okay with
doesn't
the
mind.
dog,
He's
huh?
like, oh, she snuggles and she's so sweet. And yeah, she
sweet,
snores.
nice
So
nipples.
whatever.
Yeah.
But how long is that going to last before he's
So
putting
is
her
that
back
it? Is
in
that
my
the
room?
arrangement now? The dog
The
sleeps
dog sleeps in Caden's room. That is the
room.
arrangement, yeah.
He's like, I like the nipples, Ma. I got no problem with that. So, thank you. Anyway.
We're going to look into a lift for her.
All right. Do they go away? I don't know. Yeah, they do.
I don't think
They
the
stretch
actual
back,
like
don't they?
nipple part of it's going
Yeah.
to, but I hope the sagginess of them right now.
We're still talking about your dog, right?
Yeah.
Oh, just making sure.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
Just out of the blue, Leah says, let's see if I got it here. She goes, what was it? Just seeing? Or just the idea?
It doesn't even, just the
thought.
idea, just the thought. It's
Just
happening
the-
right now.
Just the thought. Like right now it's happening.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
her
thinking
mouth is
about
getting
it.
full of drool.
Uh-huh.
Just the thought of pickles make Leah salivate to the degree where it's like,
I have to.
your mouth, you have to spit, your mouth or swallow. Your mouth is full of drool.
Yeah.
You're a swallower.
Just when I think about
Just
pickles.
from thinking
Just
about
thinking
pickles.
about pickles.
That's the number one thing I learned this weekend.
Well, and it came up
I can
because-
make Leah drool just by saying the word pickle.
Pickle. Oh.
Pavlov's dog,
Oh, my
but
gosh.
for pickles. Not a bell ringing,
I
just the
can't-
word pickle.
I cannot be alone there. The reason it came up was because they had their soup of the day was cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Or hamburger or whatever it was.
But it had pickles
But it
in
had
it.
slices of pickles on the top of it, and oh my gosh, was it incredible.
I have a picture of you sitting there eating your soup.
Eating my soup. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Well, it's even the Miller guys were like, "Oh, is this your 2-a-day soup?" Like they are on.
Yeah.
This is becoming a bit.
It's a thing.
If there's not soup at a restaurant,
At
someone
a
bring me a
501
can
club
of
party,
soup.
get a can of Campbell's soup, because that's what Fridays are now, is come out and mukbang with Leah, watch her eat
Watch
soup.
me eat soup.
But if you say pickle to her, you start to drool.
I start to drool.
And I don't know, you said don't you, and I like pickles too, I'm a pickle person, and we had a conversation about pickles.
Love pickles.
I got some listener pickles that are very good. I don't know, because I don't have
Okay,
a
it's
grasp
happening.
of the amount of fluid in my mouth like you do. I might have more in mine. Just wiped your face.
Yeah.
I might have more in my mouth now because we're talking about pickles than I normally do. I can't tell. I don't have that good of an understanding of the fluid levels in my mouth.
I don't know.
Should I know more if I have if I was drowning in drool, I would know.
I don't know if it goes back to something that my girlfriend and I used to do when we were younger.
Here it is. Here we go.
This is so
Buckle up.
This is
Buttercup.
so gross.
What is it? I cannot wait. I cannot.
So gross.
Pickle.
We would eat pickles
Yeah.
and get that thick saliva going.
Okay, wait a second. You monitor the amount of saliva in your mouth more than I do, and now there's different viscosities?
Yeah.
I didn't know I've never made
So
thick.
you eat pickles, you get the thick saliva.
Is that from the back of your throat? It's got a little bit, now I have some. It's got a little bit of phlegm in it.
And
Okay.
you
and you spit it out and suck it back. Boys did that.
Try to see who gets the furthest.
Make it the longest string. I thought that's snot, but
if you do it with pickles, it really is.
It really is great. Yeah. Okay.
Because then you're extra salivating, and this is a really strange thing to admit. I feel like we have a
contest for the next 501 Club party.
Who can salivate
or not. Maybe we don't do that.
Pretty gross. I don't know if the bar would love
maybe
that.
Maybe we just do that on the show.
Or maybe they go outside.
Do you have this friend? Is she still around?
She's my bestie.
Oh, what's her name?
Sammy.
Yeah. You think Sammy would come in and we could have a drool string contest?
No.
I bet you we'd be the first radio station to have that contest.
We'd
finally have an original bit.
She's at work right now, but I'm going to text her and ask her if she remembers, because I'm the friend in the. I'm the one in the front.
Something you forget.
No, Sammy forgets everything.
Oh.
So I'm the friend in our relationship that remembers everything, even the stuff that...
You're the documentarian.
Yeah. Go back. I'm like, remember that one time? She's like, I didn't until you just reminded me.
You annoy the hell out of all your friends
with my memory.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We have to stop talking about pickles. Please stop playing. I can't be the only one that extra salivates when they hear the word pickle.
But the whole drool spitting sucking up game.
Yeah.
That's a 12-year-old boy game though. You were a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
We got to do something with that. I don't know if I'm any good at it. We'll
like
find out.
Ticket Tuesday.
Right. Yeah.
Do it with pickles.
Ticket Tuesday. Come out, whoever can make the longest snot thing and suck it back into your mouth wins. That's it. We finally bottomed out on this show. Drooling again?
Mm-hmm.
I have no tracking of the amount. I mean, I can tell if I got a super amount of saliva in my mouth, but if you see something delicious or whatever, but the word pickle makes you salivate.
On command.
Pavlov's dog. Yeah. So don't come up to Leah every time you see her and say pickle. And then eventually she's drooling. Now, have you heard from your friend who did the drool? How old were you when she's like 32? How old were you when you did this contest where you saw who could make the longest drool string and suck it back up? I don't even know what that's called.
It's got to have a name.
Drool stringing.
I didn't know how to explain it to her. I texted her. I said, do you remember when we'd eat pickles and then spit the saliva and suck it back up?
Seems self-explanatory to me.
It was just anything pickled, too, because we also liked... I would always make virgin Bloody Marys. Yeah. We're like 10, okay?
That's called tomato juice, but okay.
I know, but no, I would...
Worcestershire.
I would doctor it.
And you were 10, and you had learned enough about the bar, hanging out at the bar with mom and dad, or that you knew a Bloody Mary.
I knew a Bloody Mary.
Leah's there in her toy room as a child playing bar dice. Who wants shake of the day? The other kids are like, I want to play with my Barbies. No, you got to do shake of the day.
Shake of the day.
Yeah. Hold on, let me dump your ashtray for you. Leah's got a tavern in her basement. All right, so you haven't heard back from her.
I haven't heard back from her yet.
And we don't know if that has a name. But
it has to.
And we don't know how. That's a contest. There's a radio contest in there somewhere. That might be the first time that's been done as a radio contest.
And then, but it's
an original thing.
But then you try to get longer and longer until it breaks.
Yeah, I understand the rules of the game, Leah. Thank you. It's whoever can get the longest one that doesn't break, and then when it breaks, that's you lose. That's you failed.
Game over.
Game over. It doesn't have a name, but the nameless drool game is.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Well, let us know if we hear from Sammy, your best friend, who usually won. Is she a better swallower or are you?
Well, we're not swallowing.
Is she a better spitter or are you?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember that was what we would do.
Yeah, we invented dumb games.
Listen,
none of ours included drool, but.
No, you said you played too. You said that you did that.
It wasn't. We just sat there. We were boys. We sat there and did it.
Well, that's because.
And we were seeing who could do it longest. But I don't think we ever declared this is a game.
No, I don't know if it was a game so much. It was
system.
Just. We should not have a score.
We have another pandemic and people are locked in their houses. This will end up on ESPN.
Well, no, because then now we have things that constantly entertain us. This was back in the day where you didn't have constant entertainment.
When I was a boy, we didn't have the Nintendos. We had to drool for fun. And we invented a game where the longest drooler was the winner when I was a boy. Okay, I got it now. We didn't have the Atari.
Oh, boy.
Then Atari came around and ruined it.
Ruined everything.
Nobody has drooling contests
Everyone
anymore,
is
kids these
constantly
days.
entertained. You guys don't realize how good
Stupid
you have
little
it.
bastards.
How much you're missing out on, too.
Yeah, you don't get
So
to
much
drool
fun.
for entertainment. Boy, are you missing out. We had polio, and we liked it. Iron lung and laying there. Anyway.
Oh,
all right.
gosh.
Noted. Thank you. It's
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
Don't be too happy. Study found using abbreviations like LOL. I mean, when you text that, how often are you really
I try and
laughing out
actually
loud?
only text LOL when I've actually laughed out
audibly?
loud.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when I do say LOL, I make sure I say I'm actually LOL.
I actually, right.
Yeah.
I send a follow-up to let them know that I literally am.
This is me literally
This
laughing.
is what we care about in the world. This is what's important
This is
to
what
us.
people are using studies on.
Honesty in acronyming or whatever. What are those called? I don't even know.
It's right? It's an acronym.
It's an acronym, I guess. Yeah.
But using LOL and OMG in text can actually make you seem insecure and actually phony. If you want someone to know you found something funny or shocking, you're better off just using the full words
I
instead.
found that funny and shocking. I'm laughing out loud currently. I'd say my laugh is at about 30 decibels, and it is undulating in an up and down pattern. I believe that the irony of your comment is what inspired me to laugh, and I wanted you to be fully aware of what's going on here. Is that you're supposed to actually, right? Like right now, you'd be doing, I'm tee-hee-heeing. And now I'm cackling like a witch. And now it's more of a deep laugh, and I've got my hand on my eye. This is all you'd have to be sending to me right now.
I am
if we weren't in
laughing
the
so
same
hard
room.
that I am silent in my laughter.
My laugh has escalated to a level of zero volume. I'm silently, I can't breathe. I'm about to lose consciousness. Send help. This is so funny. I'm having trouble inhaling. Stop. Please stop now. You're killing me. And then if you're the person receiving, you're like, oh my God, where are you? And you're like, I don't know. I'm hallucinating. I'm laughing so hard.
No, that's the time where you forget to hit send,
You
and
don't
then
hit
no one
send.
comes to help.
Why didn't anyone come and save me? I was laughing to death. What killed her? She laughed to death. She tried to warn them. She didn't hit send. And that's what killed Leah. And then you were cackling.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.